Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to discuss about how to deal with difficult people. I had created a short video on YouTube of 30 seconds in which I had discussed how to deal with rude or arrogant people. I received a message on LinkedIn that please make a full-length video on this topic because you have a very cool perspective about it. Trust me guys, after watching this video, your attitude towards difficult people is going to be fun and playful. Dealing with difficult people will become a fun game for you, so stay till the end. I have divided this category of difficult people into 3 other categories or subcategories. The first one is how to deal with people with opposite mindsets of yours. Because to reframe, we want to deal with people we perceive to be as difficult. Because difficult is also a very subjective term to use in case of people and their behavior. The second category is how to deal with rude or arrogant people. People whose behavior portrays them to be as rude or arrogant. And the third category is how to deal with emotionally manipulative people or the people who use emotional tactics to manipulate or get things done from us. So stay till the end, you're going to get a lot from today's video. Let's talk about the first category of people. People who have opposite mindset to that of us. We should remember to keep a non-judgmental attitude while dealing with the people of opposite mindset. When we meet someone with an opposite mindset, we are very eager to make an opinion about the person or to change his or her opinion while dealing with them. When two people with opposite mindset meet, there is a natural tendency to prove ourselves right and the other person wrong, which is a big trap. Instead of changing each other, we should become an inspiration for each other. Because the other person is having a perception that is opposite to you or you did not have till now. So here is a big scope of learning. If we become inspiration for each other and exchange our life experiences and tell why our perception is the way it is, then we have a whole new understanding of the world and we can learn a lot from a person who is having an opposite mindset. I have personally worked and happily worked with people who are having a very different mindset than mine, and I have got the most to learn from such kind of people. Working with people of similar mindset is very easy, but the real deal is to work with people who are different from you, and you'll get to learn a lot. Now let's discuss how to deal with rude or arrogant people, or with the people we perceive to be as rude or arrogant. When do we call someone as rude or arrogant? When someone is lashing on us or has a rash behavior towards us or gets angry while speaking to us. Now the key here is to understand that anger is just a cover emotion. The feeling lying underneath is the feeling of fear or insecurity. There are only 2 situations where someone can lash on us or get angry on us. The first is when we are really at fault, something we have done is really bothering the person and we should address it. The second situation is when the person is projecting his or her insecurities onto us. The first action we need to take when somebody is behaving rudely or arrogantly is that we need to patiently listen to that person. When we patiently listen, the aggression actually calms down a little bit. When that is done, if you are at fault, then apologize, say sorry, let it go and work on your mistakes. When the person sees you putting it in action whatever has bothered him or her, then he will feel a little bit of satisfaction in heart. If it was not your fault, then don't take the aggression personally and let it go. After some time or after a pause, you can ask what was the insecurity that is bothering the person. Can the person be comfortable talking about the insecurity directly instead of rushing on you? Once this is done, you should respond from a place of groundedness, how that aggression made you feel. While dealing with arrogant or rude people, we should always respond from a place of groundedness, calmness, because the arrogant person wants you to react to the person, wants you to also have that kind of anger so that you have a collective validation. You keep on fighting and never find a solution if both of you start behaving rudely or arrogantly with each other. At least one person in this situation should calmly and collectedly handle the situation because this is empowering, this is powerful, and a good leader must know how to deal with rude or arrogant people. Now let's talk about how to deal with people who are emotionally manipulative. Now I think out of the 3 categories, this is a little bit more difficult to handle. Because these people don't show the aggression directly. They have passive aggressive behaviors like giving silent treatment, suddenly stop talking, not giving explanation, and giving a cold shoulder. Now we should not, judge these people quickly as calling them emotionally manipulative. There is a very deep reason why someone behaves emotionally manipulative. The reason is that whenever they have asked for something directly, maybe in the childhood or in the past experiences, their needs were not met properly, or they were punished for asking that particular thing. So they have developed a habit of indirectly asking or indirectly punishing someone where they are not getting anything. So what is the action we need to take? We need to make these people feel safe. We need to tell them that they are safe in our presence. We need to make them comfortable and say that you can ask what you want directly and I won't punish you for that particular thing. We should never punish someone for expressing themselves. It is up to us whether we want to validate it or not validate it, but disregarding or disagreeing with someone when someone is expressing is a way to push away the person. And when we do that, emotionally manipulative people take it very personally. They have a very sensitive side to them and they take everything very personally. So they always try to avoid situation or push away from situation or give silent treatment. When someone is giving you some such kind of silent treatment, the first thing is to give them their time to comprehend what they want, to express what they want, and then discuss about it. The second thing is, the people who give silent treatment always want you to come back and convince them. So emotionally, whenever it is possible for you to do that, do that. When you think that it is enough and you don't have energy left to convince this person anymore, you should clearly convey this boundary to the person. While dealing with emotionally manipulative people, you should hold your boundaries very strong. So let me summarize. Give them the safe space to express themselves, to express their needs. Don't disregard them. And the second thing is hold your boundaries strong. Don't become a people pleaser or just to emotionally satisfy someone, or you just want to please people around, so give them everything they want. This is not the way to deal with any kind of a person. You should always hold your boundaries strong while dealing with people. Now I said that dealing with people will become a playful game for you. Why did I say this is because when you're dealing with difficult people or any kind of a person, if you get curious about the person, you want to learn more about the person. You've just met team of new members that you're going to work with and you become curious about them. What kind of a person he is, what kind of work ethics he has, what kind of a person he is at his or her own life, personally knowing a person. So when you get curious about someone, you have a non-judgmental attitude towards them naturally. You're ready to understand their pros and cons of personality, something that serves them, something that doesn't serve them. You see the person objectively as someone else. You do not take everything personally. So this becomes a playful game of understanding, and while dealing with people, we get to know more about us. What are the triggers in us? What kind of people trigger us? What kind of people make us react? What kind of people make us feel comfortable? So these are the kind of questions you should be asking and answers you should be giving while dealing with difficult people. Thank you and have a nice day.